Well, no problem for me. A reprieve for Giovanni.
Well, we don't know. There has been speculation that he would go, win or lose. Tonight, I think, was as much an indictment of him as in his favour. The three outstanding Irish players, Wilson, who scored the first goal and played really well, Coleman and McCarthy, who was outstanding and Ronnie's man of the match, are players that for one reason or another have been ignored or blocked or kept out of the squad. Wilson didn't go to the Euros, for example. Neither did Coleman. McCarthy's father was ill, but he was on the blacklist for a couple of years for various reasons. So it was great to see that second half.
2 years he was qualifying for the Euros, though, wasn't he?
Well, I have to say, Liam, that Wilson was a victim of a misunderstanding.
No, but I mean, we were qualifying for the Euros while all this was happening.
Yeah, but
we were busy qualifying for the Euros.
The point of qualification, it's not an end in itself. You have to prepare to get there. Ward was a glaring weakness at left back. We had a need at left back.
Eamon, we'd been in the wilderness for 10 years before we qualified for the Euros. You should remember that.
Well, okay, let me make the... I'll make the same point again.
Well, go on, finish.
No, I'll just make this point, Liam. There are certain basics that you have to do as an international team manager or a club manager. One of them, as an international team manager, is you have to make sure you know what talent is available to you. The second basic is that you don't pick fights in public with players. You don't tell them, as he told Darren Gibson, that he has to leave Manchester United to get a game. You don't do, as he said with Stephen Reid, you're finished, your playing career is over.
I don't think he said that.
He did say that. And he said it publicly. He angered Wilson. Wilson walked away from the squad, and Sam Allardyce, his manager, supported him. You don't do these things. He called something that Shane Long said idiocy a few weeks ago, and Long is now out in the wilderness. All of these things, Liam, is how he built up these problems. Nobody wants him to fail, Liam. No one wants our team to fail. He has contributed massively to a loss of credibility in himself.
All right, Liam, answer that question.
Well, the results answer it, don't they, Bill? Apart from getting hammered by Germany, which was dreadful, but Germany can hammer any team. I think they hammered Sweden tonight. You know, when we conceded that third goal against Germany from a silly penalty, a tackle that shouldn't have been made, everyone's heads went down, and they slaughtered us because they can. But you look at the results, and Eamon, yeah, he's brought up all these things, but he was busy qualifying for the Euros when we hadn't qualified for anything for 10 years. The last time we were in this position with this manager and we're questioning it was similar to when Mick McCarthy was hounded out of the job, and they're trying to do the same to him. And after Mick McCarthy left, what did we have? We had 10 years of wilderness. This guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. His results prove that. I told you as well that Kazakhstan wasn't an easy game. Yeah. Austria have dropped points there. We're on track to qualify, and we will look...
So you have no tolerance?
We will look ridiculous to the rest of the football world if we sack this man.
John, you picked that point. Will we look ridiculous? Or is there a strong argument? I mean, first of all, haven't we faced the fact that the Faroes are Mickey Mouse?
Hang on. They went and did a job well tonight, Bill. You asked me a question, would we look... I wouldn't care about the rest of the world. The rest of the world don't know the circumstances under which this man has been employed and how he's done his job. Now, I would agree with Liam. Up to a certain point, he has done a good job qualifying us for the major championships for the first time in years. Definitely, Liam. But he has an obligation, Liam, to do the best job possible, regardless of qualifying. The qualifying in itself, I don't think, is enough. If you can qualify by doing it in a different way as well. And there's lots of faults in the way in which he did it.
Can I ask you a question then, John? Is that down to the selection of players, you mean?
Yes.
Well, that's your opinion. He has his... You employ this man, we employ this man to have his opinion about the players.
Well, okay.
So we should pick the team and he should get on with it?
No, we're here
or the media should pick the team and get on with it?
We're here to do a job as well, Liam, and that's to give our opinions. And we have to give our opinions with legitimacy. And the legitimacy is that the players that he brought in tonight, say Coleman, Wilson and McCarthy, and there are other players like Clark and various other players.
Shane Long,
that have proven that when they did come in, it did improve the team.
Yeah, but he could say I brought them in at the right time.
Well, the right time, okay.
He could say I brought him in at the right time. He's beaten Kazakhstan away, John.
Yeah, I know that.
Luckily.
I know what he's...
Yeah, luckily, but Austria couldn't
I know
beat
what
them.
he's done. Right. Now, qualifying for the European Championships was very, very good. But if you look at it, Liam, from the time we qualified, you can't say it was good. We were abysmal in the European Championships themselves. It's okay getting there, but why not
against
play?
The two finalists and a Croatian team that are up and coming?
I don't care. No. We didn't play as well as we could. We got a hiding against all
And
of
we
them.
had all our senior players as well.
We were abysmal in the European Championships. We won away in the first match, and we were terrible in that match as well, and we got away with it. So they're all things that have happened in the meantime. With good results tonight, I thought we played well tonight with a freedom that I haven't seen for a long time since the French match with the Irish team.
I mean,
they actually played very, very well tonight. But I don't think you can take anything in isolation, Liam. In other words, what's wrong with qualifying for the European Champions, doing well in the European Champions?
So what you want, can that be rectified from now?
I don't know.
Well, why not? Why couldn't it be rectired from now?
Well,
why couldn't the right players be picked from now on?
Well, they could be.
Well, why can't he have that time? You want him to lose his job?
Well, hold on a minute now.
I don't want him to
Nobody wants him to
lose his job.
Yeah,
are you suggesting that we're all kind of football idealists and we're not practical in what's been happening? We're not giving recognition.
The man's result stands up.
Liam,
it's his job to pick. It's his job to pick the players he thinks are going to do the job.
Even if he bores people to death at times.
Sorry,
even if he bores people.
Well, yeah, even if he bores people to death. Yeah.
Liam, just a moment. Football.
Because if you play, hold on, if you play well and you get beat, you still get the sack.
Liam, just a moment.